Okay, so I just stumbled upon this fascinating project about running FreeBSD on WSL2. Like, how cool is that?
Wait, really? I had no idea that was possible. I mean FreeBSD and Windows together. That's unexpected.
Right? It's called the Windows subsystem for FreeBSD. They're trying to get FreeBSD to run natively with minimal changes.
That's intriguing. But doesn't that assume a lot about compatibility between the two systems?
True, but the whole idea is to leverage WSL2's open source components. It's like they're building a bridge.
Exactly. And I read that the project aims to contribute improvements to the open source components. That's a nice touch.
Yes, it's an experimental project right now, but they've managed to boot FreeBSD successfully. That's a big deal.
It really is. But I'm curious, what does basic functionality really mean here?
Good question. They're focusing on networking, I/O, and process management, so it's still a work in progress.
But think about it, if they can nail those aspects, it opens the door for so much more. Like user mode utilities.
Absolutely, and there's a roadmap that outlines next steps like full console support. It's exciting.
I can see that. But I wonder what challenges they might face, especially with networking.
Networking could definitely be tricky. It's such a critical part of how systems communicate.
Exactly. And if they run into issues, it could stall progress. So what's the community like around this?
They're welcoming contributions. They're asking for feedback, testing results, and even bug reports.
That's great. It creates a sense of collaboration, which is vital for experimental projects.
Totally, and it's interesting to see how personal projects like this can drive community engagement.
Right? But I wonder about the risks involved. The disclaimer says it's not affiliated with Microsoft or FreeBSD.
That's an important point. People should definitely be cautious and understand the risks before diving in.
For sure. It's fascinating how open source projects walk that tightrope between innovation and risk.
And they rely heavily on community support to navigate those challenges. It's a real balancing act.
Speaking of support, what about documentation? Is there anything available to help new users?
Yes, they plan to include documentation and examples to guide users. That's crucial for adoption.
I agree. Clear documentation can make or break a project, especially one that's experimental.
It's like giving a roadmap to someone lost in a new city. It just makes things way easier.
Exactly. And looking at the implications, if successful, it could broaden WSL2's user base.
And bring FreeBSD to a whole new audience. It's a win-win for both communities.
But what if it doesn't take off? That's a risk they're taking. It's a big leap.
True, it could fail to gain traction or run into technical limitations. It's a gamble.
But then again, every innovative project starts out as a risk, doesn't it?
Exactly, we often overlook that initial leap of faith innovators take. It's part of the process.
And who knows? This could pave the way for running other systems on WSL2.
That's a great thought. Imagine if this inspired more integrations across different platforms.
Right? It opens the door to a lot of possibilities. But we should keep an eye on the outcomes.
Definitely, I'm really curious to see where this goes. It's a fascinating intersection of tech.
Agreed. And it reminds us how collaborative efforts can lead to innovative breakthroughs.
Exactly, so what do you think the next steps should be for this project to succeed?
I think they need to focus on building a strong community around it for one.
Yes, community input could help refine their approach and tackle challenges effectively.
And enhancing documentation and resource availability will be key for user adoption, too.
Totally, it'll be interesting to watch how they evolve and adapt over time.
It really will. This whole discussion highlights the unpredictability of tech innovation.
Absolutely, the potential is there, but outcomes can be so hard to predict in tech.
So what's the takeaway here? That innovation requires both courage and community.
Exactly, it's a blend of risk-taking and collaborative effort that drives progress.
And it's that dynamic that keeps the tech world so exciting. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Same here, let's definitely revisit this in the future to see how it unfolds.